Welcome to gridov.com, and in this video I'm going to design this brand. I'll navigate to gridov.com. Then this is going to, of course, present this homepage. Then I'll continue and I'll create a new design. I'll just use Instagram post. Then I will want to just add a rectangle here, which is going to be responsible for my background. Because with the rectangle, I have a lot of features or properties that I can adjust as compared to the bare canvas. So for now, I'll just use the darker blue color, which is navy, closer to navy like that. And then I will generate the icon. So I'm going to use a ring. So I'm just going to expand this and also expand the inner diameter. Like that. Then I'll bring in triangle to slice this or to chop off part of this ring. So I'll add this. Let me just change the color so that it contrasts. Like that. I'll rotate it a bit and just push it there. Then while this one is selected, I'll hold down the shift key on my keyboard, then click on the ring, then subtract. That is going to chop off this space, so I'm just going to delete this. Then I will also make the color of the arc that is formed, I'll make it white. Then I'm just going to duplicate this. So this is selected, Control D is going to duplicate that. Then I'll just rotate it so that it's able to create this G-like letter. That. And then I can select all of them, just scale down and rotate a little. So I want this to be one shape, so I'll perform a Boolean operation again. So I'll select this. While it's selected, I'll hold down the shift key and select the other one, then click union. And this is now a single shape. Then I'm just going to play with the colors so that we're able to get the gradient display or color that we saw. So I'm going with the linear, and I'll make this closer to blue like that. But I want it to be at the beginning or top left. Let's just say the left side of the icon. So I'm going to adjust the angle like that and probably just scale it down again. Then after that, I'm just going to add simple text that says gridov, and that is going to create a brand. So let me adjust the color as well and change this to gridov. That is uppercase, so should be gridov like this. And then I'll just change the font family. I'll go with the comforter. That. And then I'll also just enlarge this so that it's proportional to the icon that we have designed. That. And then I will, of course, just play with the background so that we are able to get those natural shapes of color mixing. So this is the rectangle that I had added is selected. You can see the color here. So I'm going to go with the organic, then adjust the pink one that is pre-added there to around blue, but lighter version of blue. Then I'll just do some seeding. So I'm going to activate the seeding. Then I will, I think this is activated already. Let me activate the darker one so that I'm able to add it at different points of the canvas like that. I will deactivate and even go ahead and add the white, but I'll activate the seeding again and push the white all the way to the right side. Then the seeding is still active. I will add the darker color there like that. And I think that is enough, so I'll deactivate the seeding and I'll just hold shift, select all of them and scale it down a little. Like that. Let me play with the seeding again. I don't think we even need this white, so I'll just remove it. And then scale this down, expand it a little like that. And we have created the brand, so I can go ahead and just download this as a JPG because this is not a transparent image. So if I open that in my image viewer or a photo viewer, you can see how beautiful this is. So as simple as this, if you have any designs or ideas that you want to design, go ahead and create your account within the gridov.com and do your designs. It's completely free. Thank you for taking your time to watch the video. See you in the next one.